What's going on? What's going on? So, I want to thank you for hopping on the live stream. As you can see in the title, I'm going to be going over the alkaline list. All right, the Dr. Sebi alkaline list with the actual food list. Okay. Last week I did a live stream and I talked about. excuse me. Excuse me. Last week I did a live stream and I talked about how I personally lost 20 pounds and built 10 pounds of muscle on the Dr. Sebi alkaline diet specifically only. All right. So it's more than possible. But today I just want to go over the actual list because a lot of people still are confused. What's on the list? What's not on the list? What's alkaline? What's acidic? What's hybrid? What's actual natural in nature? So we're going to go over that today. I'm going to break down the whole list. But first, what I want to do right now is I want to listen to a little bit of a talk of Dr. Sebi, and let's go over some of the things that he says in this. All right. So it's very, very important that you really understand what alkaline is, what the actual diet consists of. Okay. So let's go into it.
Understand the earth that God made. Yes, it has to be made by God. If we eat something that God didn't make, we are running the risk of disease. Then we're going to be angry. Like I were at only 30 years of age, I was extremely angry. So I didn't know that my mother wanted me to be a preacher. And I didn't want to go into the church. I said, "Who, me be a preacher? No, I'm not going to be a preacher." And look what I'm doing now. Look what I'm doing. My mother, I called her on my birthday 2 days ago, and she was laughing. She was laughing. She said, "You see, what I wanted you to do, what I see you doing, you're doing it." Only because people are being healed. That is the work of a shepherd.
So if we were to go back and trace everything, as a young man, you had a sense that you would heal people. You didn't know quite how you would do it. You went through to become a young man in your early 20s. And
I proceeded to pursue it. And I was working as a steam engineer at the time that every day I would go to work and God would talk to me and said, "How could you be healed of all those dreadful diseases? And you're going to hold that from humanity?" And I would go to work and I would see these turbines and these condensers and these boilers. And I would get so angry. And that was when I stepped up my research.
So what Dr. Sebi is about to go into right there is how he actually came across the knowledge of alkalinity and the power of alkalinity, right? He was a steam engine engineer, and he's about to go into exactly how he came across the actual knowledge to start going down this path of alkaline and discovering what foods are alkaline, what foods are natural. All right. So this is very important information right here. So let's get back into it.
You see these boilers, what would make you angry about them?
Because I want to get away from them, because I want to go into the herbs.
Okay.
But I was then 47 years of age. I was 47. And I was 10 years on the job, seniority. And I was making a lot of money. And I had a wife and 2 babies and 1 on the way. And I quit my job. God said, "You're going to quit. If you're going to starve, or you're going to die starving, but you're going to quit this job." And I left. And I was put in jail, and all the whole bit that happened to me in New York. I was arrested in St. Martin one night. I was taken to jail in Curacao. Oh, it's been a journey, but it's been nice because it was like a test. I remember being down to only $400. It's been a journey. When I started this business, I only had $400. I started this healing journey with $400. And here I am today. a little girl in New York named Haja that was brought to us with a hole in her heart. She's now 16. A little girl was brought to me in Atlanta that was blind from age 8 to age 11 with a tumor on her frontal lobe. She no longer has the tumor on her frontal lobe. Her name is Mecca. And there's a little girl in Minnesota. Her name is Akila Stroud. She no longer has sickle cell anemia. And a month ago, I gave a lecture in New York, and a young lady came forth and said, well, I don't have lupus anymore. So these kinds of things tells us that we, the black race, has the answer to the world's.
So let's talk about it. What he was talking about there is how he actually came across the alkaline diet, but most importantly, how the alkaline diet can heal people. Okay, so let's go into the actual Dr. Sebi list. Okay, let's break this down. So let me pull it up here. Boom. All right. So as you can see, this is the Dr. Sebi list. All right. The Dr. Sebi approved foods, mucus reducing diet. All right. And as you can see, it has the vegetables, it has the fruits, it has the herbal teas, it has nuts and seeds, it has oils, spices, and seasoning. And it has everything on there that's approved on the Dr. Sebi list. All right. But what I want to do right now, I want to go through most of the foods, not go through all of them because they're a whole lot. But I want to go through some of the main ones that are going to actually give you the most bang for your buck. Okay. First off, we got to talk about the vegetables. Okay. We got to talk about the veggies. One of the main veggies that's going to give you the most bang for your buck is going to be amaranth. All right. Amaranth greens. Okay. Why is that? Well, first off, dark leafy greens are going to be super beneficial. A lot of people, especially of the melanated culture, suffer with anemia, and most specifically sickle cell anemia. All right. It's very rampant in the black community. It's very rampant in the southern states. I can count on both hands how many people I know with anemia, or even worse, sickle cell anemia. Okay. Now, one of the main reasons of sickle cell anemia and anemia is the lack of iron. And Dr. Sebi talks about iron all the time, like it's the most important mineral on the planet. And I have videos on talking about iron and how important iron is for the body. So if someone is anemic or is suffering from sickle cell anemia, one of the things that they can do to cope with that, or even try to go in the direction of reversing that, is boost your iron intake. Okay. Now, you don't want to just go to the store and just get a whole bunch of iron supplements. Why? Because you're going to be constipated and it's very hard on the system. What you want to do instead is you want to get it through natural foods, alkaline foods more specifically. Okay. And amaranth green is going to be very powerful in that area. Okay. Next, what we're going to talk about are avocados. Avocados are so amazing. Avocados are so amazing. And let me tell you why. All right. First of all, people over the last 50, 60, 70 years, we're trying to tell the general public that fat is one of the worst macronutrients. Like you should do low fat diet, low fat this, low fat that. You go in the store right now, you see yogurt and different things, low fat this, low fat that. But the truth is, you want to have healthy fats in your diet, especially if you're plant-based, especially if you're alkaline, especially if you're vegan. You want to have healthy fats, super saturated fats. Another thing is coconut. Coconut is very good in fat, coconut oil, all right? But we're going to talk about avocados. So avocados are very important. It's very good for the digestive system. It's very good for the reproductive system for men, but most importantly for women. Avocados are going to regulate your hormones. Well, all foods that have fat content in it is going to regulate your hormones, but avocados are going to be one of the best because it's a super saturated fat. All right, all healthy fats. Okay, all healthy fats. So if you're a woman and maybe you're going through menopause, maybe you're having heat flashes, or maybe you're young and you just want to make sure your fertility is up to par, avocados are going to be a very essential thing. So let's go over there one more time. If you're a woman, even if you're in your teens, 20s, or in your 50s and 60s, avocados are going to be very important to you, very beneficial for the reproductive system, hot flashes, things like that, just for fertility altogether. All right. So avocados. Let's go to the next food. Another one that I actually love myself. All right. We're going to go to onions. All right. Now, you might be saying to yourself, onions, oh, I don't like onions. They don't taste good. But onions are super, super powerful. I made this quote on Facebook and Instagram the other day. Circulation rules the nation. Circulation rules the nation. Whether you're trying to lose fat, build muscle, just trying to be healthy in general, your body needs to be able to circulate and go through the cycles of circulation. And onions helps the blood circulate smoothly. All right. Onions help the blood circulate smoothly. All right. And I just got through talking about iron. Iron actually helps the oxygen cell flow smoothly as well. But onions are super amazing. All right. They help with circulation. So people who have like different ailments like gout or high blood pressure or restricted blood vessels, things like that, they need to be up in their onion intake, right? Very, very, very good for circulation and actually oxygenate the body. Okay, onions are super powerful. So let's go to the next one. Sea vegetables. Okay, sea vegetables. Sea vegetables are super powerful. I'm gonna talk about one sea vegetable that's very very powerful by itself. All of them are, right? But this one sea vegetable, this one seaweed is going to knock your socks off. I'm gonna tell you why. It's called sea moss. Okay, sea moss. Sea moss is probably one of the most healthiest things that you can put in your body. All right. Our bodies need a certain amount of minerals each and every day. There are 108 minerals on the planet. Our bodies need 108 minerals every day to thrive. All right. But here's the thing. Most people don't even hardly get any minerals. The average person would be lucky if they got about 10 to 20 minerals. All right. They'll be lucky, right? Because they're eating so many processed foods, so much fast food, so many like candies and junk and chips, things that come in a box in a bag, that they'll be lucky if they got 10, 20 minerals. Lucky for you that you have Justin right here that's going to tell you how to get mostly all of them. All right. Sea moss is going to give you the majority of your minerals. Now, here's the hidden gem. If you mix sea moss with bladderwrack, you're going to get about 97 of the 108 minerals that you need every single day. Where my sound effect? Let me get my sound effects over here. Oh, hold up. Mamma mia! There we go. You're gonna get you're gonna get 97 of the 108 minerals that you need every single day just by getting bladderwrack and sea moss. Mixing this together. A lot of people are doing the sea moss gel nowadays. I personally don't like that, and I stay away from it. You can if you want to, but me personally, you want to do the capsule form or you want to do the powder form. Actually, comment below right now if you want me to create a product, because there are a lot of fake sea moss out there. There's a whole lot of fake sea moss. People are coming up and popping up all over the place with this sea moss gel. And me personally, I call BS. All right.
Damn, son, where'd you find this?
I call BS. It's not, probably not real. Okay. Now I'm really thinking about coming up with a actual sea moss powder that's syndicated, certified, organic, that comes straight from the islands. All right, straight from the sea, straight from the islands, straight from the source. Because when you're doing sea moss and you're doing bladderwrack, you want to make sure that you're getting the right source, because if you're not, you're going to do more harm than actually healing yourself. Okay, so let's go to the next one. Let's bring back up the list. So what do we have next? Now we want to go to fruit. Now there's plenty of vegetables out there, but now I want to go to the actual fruit. Okay. So next one we're going to talk about is actually cherries. All right. Let's talk about cherries. And you might be saying, Justin, why are we talking about cherries? Well, cherries is good for circulation as well. All right. Cherries are a super amazing fruit. Like I said, people like with gout, people like with poor circulation, people who struggle with fatigue. All those things are poor circulation ailments that goes on in the body. Poor circulation from too many processed foods, too many animal fat. Too much animal fat, too many animal products. Okay, so if you do cherries, tart cherries specifically, super beneficial, and it'll boost up your circulation. Remember, circulation rules the nation. If the body is not circulating blood, circulating the fluids to the areas that it needs to go to, you can eat kale and avocados all day, but if the body isn't circulating it and going through the certain channels of circulation, it's gonna all blow up in your face. All right. So you want to make sure you have something that's going to actually help the body circulate. And cherries are super, super beneficial for that. Specifically tart cherries. Now you can just get regular cherries from the store, and you want to make sure they're super red, like the reddest cherries that you can find. Why? Because they are the most alkaline. All right. So let's keep it going. Ginger root. Let's talk about ginger. All right. Ginger is one of those foods and one of those herbs and one of those things that we eat that is just like the most amazing ever. All right. Ginger can prevent all type of ailments and diseases. Ginger is just one of the best foods on the planet for the immune system. And we all know what the immune system is for. Here's the thing. Just living your day-to-day life, walking outside of your house, there are tons and tons and tons of bacteria, viruses, and different things, just the elements of the earth that are trying to kill you, all right? That are trying to kill you on a biological level, all right? Now, here's the thing. You want to make sure you're getting the right nutrition so you can fight off those things. Now, how does your body fight off those things? With those white blood cells, white T cells, okay? And that comes from your immune system. And you want to be doing things that's going to boost your immune system instead of degenerate it. How do you degenerate it? All the foods that are not on this list, all right? Primarily animal-based foods. If you're eating animal-based foods on a regular basis, you're going to be doing yourself a disservice, all right? One thing that boosts the immune system is ginger. Ginger is one of the most amazing foods and amazing herbs out there. What I do, I just do a ginger shot, 2-3 times a week. I'm lying. Usually I do it every day. Some days I skip, but if you want to make sure that you're healthy, do like 2-3 times a week ginger shots. All right. Now, what I want to do is I want to go over one more food. One more food. One more powerful food right here. And I'm gonna go over a herb, okay? Let's talk about oregano. Oregano. All right, let's talk about oregano. Oregano, it comes in oil form, it comes in, regular spice form that you can put on your food. But oregano is one of those things that actually fights viruses, fights bacteria, fights diseases in the body. Oregano oil like completely zaps out all of that stuff, okay? All of it. Now, when someone gets sick, the problem is their immune system is weakened, so they're not able to actually fight off those different ailments. And compound that with the bad food that they're eating, that's what keeps them sick. That's what keeps the illness sticking around. So twofold, two things that you have to do. If you are sick, if you are going through a certain illness or ailment, first you want to clean up your diet. That's number one. Then number two, you want to incorporate herbs. All right, Dr. Sebi talks about this all the time. You want to incorporate the right herbs. And oregano oil is one of those things that if you take, you're gonna get yourself healthy. All right. Now, here's a caveat: if you're using oregano oil, the essential oil is very potent, so you have to use a carrier oil, right? So you can go to the stores and get the oregano oil in the little tinctures with the little droplet. But you want to make sure you're using a carrier oil like olive oil or coconut oil. So you want to make sure if you're using oregano oil, use a carrier oil with it to mix with it, because oregano oil, it will harm you if you use it by itself. All right. So that's just a little caveat that you want to make sure you take away. All right. Other than that, here's the thing. Why did I do this live stream? I did this live stream just to go over some of the foods, go over some of the things that will actually promote health opposed to degenerate health and harm you. All right. If you're watching this on the replay, make sure that you like and comment and subscribe. Please share this video with someone who it can actually help, someone who's in need of it, someone who's trying to go alkaline and really don't know a lot of information about it. Share this video, share my channel, all right? Because this is why I do these type of videos. This is why I do these things, to actually help people out, all right? Also, please like the video, please share it, please comment below. And also, if you have any questions right now, go ahead and put them in the chat right now. I'll go ahead and answer some questions as people come in, and we'll get this ball rolling, all right? Well, if you have any questions, go ahead and put them in the comment section, in the chat section, all right? And also, if you are going alkaline, you want to make sure that you have a plan. You want to have a strategic plan to follow. So you got to know exactly what you're going to be eating, because a lot of people try the alkaline diet and they stop it a week later because they stay hungry all the time. Why? Because they didn't know exactly how to prepare foods, how to have the right recipes. So I actually help people go alkaline, all right? I help people go alkaline, help them go alkaline vegan, and I help them lose weight, tone up, and become the healthiest version of themselves, all right? So if you're struggling with going alkaline or getting fit, I want you to click the link below and schedule a call with me. We can get you on a meal plan. We can get you on a fitness plan. We can help you get to your goals, all right? So any questions right now about the alkaline list? Any questions about the alkaline list? And right now, I'm gonna go ahead and put my my webpage in the chat, so you can check that out. And you can go there to actually book a free consultation call, a free 10-minute call to go over your goals, what you're struggling with right now, and a proven process to get you from point A to point B. All right. So you can go there, and that's it right there. I put it on the screen. But the main thing is, look, this information isn't out there. This is the type of information that tries to get suppressed, okay? By who? The pharmaceutical companies, mainstream media, the meat industry, big pharma, the dairy industry. All these places do not want people to know this information. They do not want people to know that most of the foods that they're eating are man-made. They don't want people to know that most of the meats and most of the animal products are filled with so many hormones and antibiotics that it would kill a fully grown horse. They don't want people to know these things, right? So I'm trying to get this information out there the best way I can, because look, you all deserve it. You deserve to know better. You deserve to know the truth, all right? And that's all it is. It's just putting the truth out there, putting that real information out there, because, you know, if not me, then who, right? So if you're watching this now, if you're watching this on the replay, make sure you like the video, comment below. Let me know if y'all want me to do more live streams. Comment below and let me know what you want to see next. And I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. If you don't have any questions, I'm going to go ahead and pop off the live stream today. Also, I have a new video coming up Monday about how we're living in a social matrix, right? I don't know if you ever seen the movie The Matrix with Neo and Morpheus. We are living in the matrix right now, especially when it comes to food and nutrition, all right? People want you to continue to go to McDonald's. People want you to continue to, eat the chips and the cake. People want you to continue to drink all day and smoke. They want you to do that. They don't want you to be healthy, right? So with that being said, this information is super important. So I'm working on the video right now, putting it out Monday, and that video is going to be super super informative and entertaining, all right? So we're going to get up out of here. If y'all don't have any questions, I'm going to wait a couple seconds just to see if anyone has a question. I see a lot of people popping in and popping out. But if you do have a question, go ahead and put it in the chat right now. All right. Let's see what y'all got. Yep. And another thing too, when it comes to actually preparing your meals, it will make things a whole lot easier if you had an actual meal plan, an alkaline meal plan. So that's what I help my clients with. I help them out with a alkaline meal plan, high protein or low carb, whatever the case may be, whatever you are at currently, we start you at your level and help you get where you want to go. All right. Yeah, so guess we're gonna hop up out of here. I said it about 2 or 3 times already. We have one person got a question. We're gonna put that on the screen. The Finesse Lifestyle, what's going on? Says how to go alkaline. Well, we've been talking about it all, this whole stream. So basically, what you want to do is, if you're trying to go alkaline, what you want to do is first of all, number one is you want to do your research, right? You want to do your research. Research, all right? You're on this stream right now. This is research. So you're already taking step one. Number two is you want to make sure you have a plan. You want to have a blueprint. You want to know exactly what you're doing. I already know the type of foods that you like and the foods that you don't like. I already know the type of foods that you're willing to try and the foods that you're not willing to try. We're all people, we're all individuals, right? And number three, don't beat yourself up when you fall off track or when you fail, so to speak. Don't beat yourself up, because when you beat yourself up, you end up not sticking to it, and it creates a perpetuating door of failure. All right. If you don't stick things out to the end, you're going to continue to do that for the rest of your life. So if you fall off track, recognize it, dust yourself off, and keep it pushing. So that's the best way to do that. All right. Let me see. Wait for some more questions as they come through. If y'all have any questions, let me know. Go ahead and put them in the chat right now. Go ahead and put them in the chat. Okay, we got one more. I'm gonna do this last one, and then we're gonna hop up out of here. How long have you been vegan? Well, me personally, I've been vegan about 7 years, and it's been a long road, but it's been a great road because I've learned a lot. I struggled a lot. I try to do it on my own, and that's the worst way. So if you are thinking about going vegan, get you a coach. Get someone who knows what they're doing so they can show you exactly how to do it. Everyone needs a mentor when it comes to health, wellness, fitness, life in general. All right. So that's the best way to make that happen. All right. So I'm gonna hop up out of here. Hope this video was some value to you. If it was, make sure you like, comment, share, and subscribe. I appreciate y'all for hopping on. I'll do another one of these next week. Got the new video coming Monday about the social matrix, and we'll check y'all out later. Peace.